I am offended. Ugh. You guys, can you believe that Prime Minister Suga tweeted Donald Trump and his English was horrible? Why can't a Japanese person speak exactly like an American? Horrible. I've never seen anything like it, you guys. I'm so serious. I have never seen such a horrible tweet in English. It was terrible. Let me read you what he wrote. Unbelievable. Now I can't find it. Where the hell did it go? Pulled it up. Get a load of this crap. Dear President Trump, I was very worried about you when I read your tweet saying that you and Madam First Lady tested positive for COVID-19. I sincerely pray for your early recovery and hope that you and Madam First Lady will return to a normal life soon. Disgusting. This English level is too low. It is too low. I am going to correct it and I'm going to make it American. Let's rewrite his tweet so that Americans can understand it and it will be very high level, highbrow English. I can't crack my knuckles. Yo, Mr. Prez. Boy, you had me trippin'. Corona be bad, but you be even badder. Peace and love. Your brother from another mother, Sugs. There. Now Americans can understand this. Now it is legible. Okay, obviously I'm joking. If that wasn't clear. All right, so hello, my name is Brittany. You can call me Bri. I am an American living in Japan. English is my first language. All right, now a lot of people in Japan are coming for Prime Minister Suga. It's weird saying that because we just lost Abe. It's weird to say Prime Minister Suga. Okay, Prime Minister Suga. I'll post his original tweet again so you can see it here. People are coming for him and I don't get it. This is a tweet to Donald Trump. So I just want to clear up some things. First of all, I would never expect a non-native English speaker to speak like a native English speaker. I think no matter how much you study, no matter how much you practice, there is room for error and that's okay. Americans, native English speakers, make mistakes all the time. And a lot of the times we don't stick to the rules in English. I think this is nothing to get worked up about, but so many people on Twitter are having a field day criticizing him. And I'd like to go through some of the comments and critiques of his tweet. And if you are a non-native English speaker, don't worry. I'm going to walk you through this tweet and we'll see what could be changed to make it a little better. And is it really that bad? Okay. By the way, I have an English learning channel where I teach English. So if you're interested in that, I'll put a card somewhere up here and a link down below. So if you want to learn English with me, go ahead, click the link. So he starts off, Dear President Trump. That's fine. That's completely okay. And then he says, I was very worried about you when I read your tweet saying that you and Madam First Lady tested positive for COVID-19. So I saw a lot of comments saying that I was very worried is wrong. And I disagree. It's very natural the way he said, I was very worried when I read your tweet. People are saying, shouldn't it be you're still worried? But what I can tell as a native English speaker is that if somebody said, I was worried when I read your tweet, it means at that moment, I was worried. But maybe now with recent developments, oh, President Trump left the hospital. He's back at the White House. Maybe he's fine. You know, maybe Suga's not that worried anymore. So I was worried when I read your tweet. That part is okay. Don't stress about it. I think that's a very natural way of talking. I was worried when I read your tweet. I was worried when you called me. I was worried when I got your message. Are you all right? Then he says, Madam First Lady. And now this is the part I would critique since we don't refer to the First Lady as Madam First Lady. I think generally in the States, we would say Madam to an older woman, or ma'am, madam. It's like a nice way to refer to someone. I know in other countries they refer to their first ladies or whoever as madam, whatever. In the United States, I would say we would just change that to the first lady, the first lady. But yeah, it's not a huge mistake. It sounds a little bit unnatural. Just because we don't say that in the US, but coming from another country, I wouldn't say that is like a crazy mistake or anything. Completely understandable. I can totally understand what he's saying. It's very clear and to the point. It's not a terrible sentence in my opinion. And then he says, I sincerely pray for your early recovery and hope that you and Madam First Lady will return to normal life soon. So again, we wouldn't say Madam First Lady, the First Lady. He says early recovery. I would change that to a speedy recovery because that's something we often say is like a speedy recovery. Yeah, I hope you will return to normal life soon. Yeah, I don't think that part's that bad. I would change it maybe to be like, I pray for your speedy recovery and hope you and the First Lady get back to your normal lives ASAP. As quickly as possible or whatever. But yeah, so this tweet for some reason is getting a lot of hate online. And you can see in the comments that there are Japanese people and native speakers kind of arguing back and forth. Most of the native speakers are saying, yeah, I don't see a problem with it. It's fine. So one Japanese Twitter user wrote that his English is cute because it is coming straight from an old textbook, and you should leave your English sentences to a pro because then it will sound more natural. I'm betting that Suga himself did not write this. Ain't nobody got time for that during a pandemic. I'm sure there are people managing his Twitter, and I'm sure a translator from the Japanese government translated this tweet, and y'all are coming for some poor intern's job right now. Calm down. It doesn't sound, like directly from a textbook or anything. I think it just sounds like he's trying to be polite and very straightforward. Somebody else wrote, what understandable English? And I think it's kind of a jab saying that his English is too simple. There's a lot of Japanese people saying that it's too simple. And this is one thing I want to point out about Japanese English speakers is that I noticed, because I've taught many an English class in Japan, and Japanese people will try to make their sentences overly complex to make them sound smarter or make them sound like they know English more. And I always try to tell them that simple is best. You don't want to sound too wordy. If you're using very scientific words instead of everyday words, you're gonna sound kind of like an asshole. It's what I try to tell them. A lot of people don't listen to me, and yeah, I'll give you one example. I had a student who his daughter was pregnant, right? And he was telling me the good news that his daughter was pregnant and that he was going to be a grandpa for the first time. And he kept referring to his grandchild as the fetus. And fetus is a correct term for a baby that is inside the mother's stomach, but it sounds like you are very distant, and it sounds like you have no relationship to this baby. It sounds like very sterile, very doctory kind of English. And if it's your grandchild, I kept telling him to say, you should probably change the fetus into baby or grandson, because they knew it was a boy, or by the name of the child. He never listened to me because he thought fetus sounded more sophisticated or advanced. I also have another example where a student was kind of arguing with me about the pronunciation of comfortable, because when I pronounced comfortable, it doesn't sound like how it's spelled. And I think a lot of people need to realize that English is a hot mess. English has a lot of rules, right? But we're always breaking these rules. Spelling, pronunciation, grammatical rules, throw them out the window. Welcome to American English, where the rules don't matter and nobody cares. Some people care. Anyway, what I'm getting at is you don't see President Trump tweeting in Japanese, do you? I'm sure Suga's English is much better than Trump's Japanese, or anyone like Obama's Japanese or Biden's Japanese, right? I just think it's a shame that people are shaming somebody for speaking another language, no matter who you are in society. Like if you're a prime minister, if you're an elementary school student, why are we shaming people for, trying? And I just don't think it's appropriate to shame anyone who is learning or trying to use a second language. It is very hard to learn a second or third or fourth language. I'm sure if people who are studying English, they see Suga's tweet and then they see all the mean tweets underneath it, they're going to feel like their English isn't good enough, or they're going to be ashamed, or they might criticize other people when they see them speaking English. So cut that crap. I mean, it would be a totally different story if the tweet was incomprehensible and it was offensive in some way, but it wasn't. It was very direct, to the point. I don't know, does it have to be a poem or something? It's a tweet, it's on Twitter. You're limited to the characters that you have. So I would just not care. I just really think that this isn't anything to offend anyone, or this shouldn't get you angry, or it shouldn't even be a thing, really. But that's just my 2 cents as a native English speaker from America. But yes, I would just like to reiterate that if you're studying English, never feel embarrassed by making mistakes. That's all. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in our next video. If you enjoyed this video, I try to make them from time to time. Please subscribe, like it, share it, whatever. Also, if you're studying English, again, I have an English channel, so I'll link that down below for you guys. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time. Disgusting.